When thinking about toddlers' feelings and actions, it's important to understand that young toddlers are utterly transparent about their feelings. As growing children, toddlers begin responding to their desires by moving into the environment to get what they want. Toddlers still do not consciously plan their actions, they just so they're very impulsive. Toddlers they do not have the capacity, or they have the capacity to learn a great deal, but learning takes much repetition and practice because of the spontaneousness of their brain. Development of cause and effect. So toddlers have made a huge cognitive leap since infancy in their ability to remember things and manipulate ideas mentally. Cause and effect relationships become a focal point for a toddler's learning. Toddlers are tirelessly exploring cause and effects relationships in social interactions. Healthy, well developed toddlers have a curiosity that is boundless. Their desire to explore at times overshadows all other needs. Toddlers learn to walk because their fascination with this form of locomotion outweighs their fear of falling or being hurt. They move out into the environment because the exhilaration of discovery causes them to throw caution to the wind. This is why toddlers have no fear most of the time. During this toddlerhood time, children's motor development, um, there's a gap, right, between their motor development and their capacity to learn and understand rules. Unless toddlers are constantly supervised, they can swallow poisonous substance, fall off things, touch things they shouldn't touch. Direct sensory exploration of the physical environment serves as a key requirement for optimal development. So from the very beginning, adults should start speaking to babies as if they are worthwhile humans. Toddlers seem to explode into language. The child may know how to say a single word plus many other phrases, made up words that are joined and used as if they were a single word. Soon the child's speech begins to sound like abbreviated text messages, so including only a few key letters and important words. The child's uh, comprehension is complex, but not at all at this conscious level. For maximum comprehension, a child must hear language that is close to their own level of development. So if you're talking to a child in adult words, they're not going to understand what you're saying. You really have to talk to them in words that they understand at that development. To maximize comprehension, this communication is important to choose key words, speak slowly, clearly, and use expressions and gestures. That's going to help them understand what you're saying. If a response is needed immediately from the toddler, go to the toddler, bend down in front of them, take the child's hands, and establish eye contact. So you want them to focus on you. This is also like children at this age don't understand sarcasm either, which I often hear teachers using, and the children have no idea what that is. Toddlers show a wide range of reactions to strangers, depending on their own experiences and temperament. When confronted by a stranger, many toddlers cling to their parents or caregivers. Other children may show some curiosity about new adults and attempt to make friends. Separation anxiety can be seen at any time from infancy through preschoolers, but it is most often seen in the second year of life. To establish a relationship with a shy toddler, respect that toddler's discomfort. Speak quietly and pleasantly with others around the child while moving a bit closer. Smile, but avoid looking directly into the child's eyes until you are confident they feel comfortable with your presence. Eventually, a child will probably indicate a willingness to make friends and allow you to make eye contact. Passive or possessive toddlers. Toddlers' behavior does not always seem polite because they do not have the ability to mentally put themselves in the space of others. In time, children develop the ability to recognize that other people have feelings and rights. Until then, set a good example and tactfully but assertively protect children's rights. Toddlers use various things to help them cope with being little and powerless in a big, very scary, fast-paced world. Children's emotional needs for these objects should be respected. Although babies can be nudged to do without them for periods of time, in professional childcare and early education, we accept children for who they are, set reasonable behavior goals, and work with families. Children or toddlers are able, for the first time, to do many things that adults consider naughty or destructive. The toddler is torn between stubbornly resisting the caregiver and needing to feel loved and protected by the caregiver. Adults can help toddlers through this period by being supportive of the children's needs to break away from infancy. Sensitive adults will encourage the child's involvement in the process, but wait until the child's older to focus on results. As toddlers begin to recognize their existence as a person like the people they see around them, they begin to develop a concept of who they are. Toddlers tend to internalize what we tell them about themselves through their actions and words. We can help them develop a healthy and confident view of themselves by being very comfortable about what we are saying to them. The toddler's budding self esteem will serve as a foundation for their growth. And that's where we're going to end on toddlers, and then we're going to go into preschoolers in the next session.